It is good. It is good. Then it was evening, and now it is morning, a brand new day. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall, Harvey Brown Fontaine. And in spite of, despite all that may have happened, all that did happen on yesterday, God still came out just before evening and declared, pronounced, and said, "It is good," and gifted us with another brand new day. And so on this morning, I shall continue reading the 18th Psalm, portions of it. I will start with, verse 4, and I will read through the 19th verse. The cords of death entangled me. The torrents of destruction overwhelmed me. The cords of the grave are coiled around me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple, he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. The earth trembled and quaked, and the foundations of the mountains shook. They trembled because he was angry. Smoke arose from his nostrils. Consuming fire came from his mouth. Burning coals blazed out of it. He parted the heavens and came down. Dark clouds were under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew. He soared on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his covering, his canopy around him, the dark rain clouds of the sky. Out of the brightness of his presence, clouds advanced with hailstorms and bolts of lightning. The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded. He shot his arrows and scattered the enemies. Great bolts of lightning and routed them. The valleys of the sea were exposed, and the foundations of the earth laid bare. At your rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of breath from your nostrils, he reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. The Lord has dwelt with me according to my righteousness. That is through the 20th verse. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. Psalms 18, verses 4 through 20. The Lord brought me into a spacious place because he delighted in me. As we progress through this day that the Lord has gifted us with, as well as ordained for each of us, certain things, certain circumstances, certain things that he wants us to do. He wants us to do these things because he wants to and will say just before evening, it is good. We all have a place in this vast world. We all have a purpose. And just remember, as we go forward, to keep embraced within the palms of our hands, within the palms of our heart, within the palms of our prayers, our heads, our hearts, and our hands, the words, thoughts, and deeds that God would have us to do. And as we keep these certain things embraced within the palms of our prayers, we must also consider and keep embraced within these palms the heads, the hearts, and the hands of the oppressors, the depressors, and our enemies. For the Lord is our shepherd and will bring us into open spaces. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall Harvey Brown Fontaine. Go on out. Do what it is God wants you to do, so that when evening comes, just before evening comes, it is God who will say, it is good. Thanks so very, very much.